Okay, guys. So I want to go over some things that I've noticed. Chess cheaters. I don't understand why. So I've had two now that I've banned from my chat on Twitch. Uh, Link to my channel in the description below. Um, I'm a 12 right now. I'm like 12:30 or something like that. 12:30 player, and I have people who come into my stream and just say, hey, they want to play, and they challenge the streamer and all that sort of thing. And I've had two now that are so clearly using engines, and I don't understand the point behind it. Um, so the two people that I've played got banned, and I want to show. So what happened was, if you get this, he's been banned, but I think he's created a new name somehow because he tried to come back into my Twitch channel, and I ended up banning him from there as well. Um, I don't understand what is the point. I know Levy has done Gotham Chess. Check him out as well. Um, has done videos where he catches cheaters, and he can see them a lot easier than me, and I have to go by different things. The first time, actually, I wasn't even the one to catch it. I do have people who come into viewers who come into my streams. I'm a small streamer right now, only like 189 followers or something. Um, and I know, so there are people anywhere between 500 and 2200. And a lot of the times people are like, well, 2200, you're probably, is this person for real? And I go and look at the games. And while I'm playing, this one person, she was 2200 from Norway. And while I'm playing, she's also explaining afterwards, like she'll make a move or make a couple moves and see why I did that, because I knew you would do this, and see how I'm pinning all of your pieces down. I'm like, yeah, well, no kidding. I have like zero moves. And she was teaching as she went. So I actually believed her. And she showed a screenshot where she actually played Eric Rosen a couple of times. They're 1-1, it looked like. 1-1 in a draw. And so, she was legit. Um, so there are people that come in, and when we do puzzles, there are people rated in the 2000s and everything. So they, and they're really good, and they find it, and they're doing it too quickly to be using an engine, and they're explaining why the moves are what they are. So then this person came in and said he was 2200, okay, and wanted to play a game. And as we're playing, he says that he's undefeated in Rapid, um, and that he had just started playing in September of 2020. At this point, I believe it was end of May. I'd have to go back and check the messages because I'll get to that. Um, so we get to the message, or we start playing, and he's obviously good, and he's kicking my ass. We play a few times, and I go back and because I'm learning, I go back and I analyze the games, and meanwhile, my chat is calling him out. Which was hilarious. There's a lot of sarcastic banter and things like that go on in my chat. It's great. We call each other out on things all the time. So one is like, "Wow, undefeated in Rapid. That's pretty good." And 2200 since last September. That's amazing. And you can tell by the way he was typing that the sarcasm was dripping, which got me thinking too. And so we started looking at his games. And yeah, undefeated in Rapid, which is just not a thing. And every game was in the 90% and above. That's impossible. You're not even going to find Magnus Carlsen, arguably top 3 of all time, playing 22 straight games where he's over 90% in the moves. If the games are quick, like I've had 99.2% and 97.9%, I've had those. And if they're 12 and 14 move games, people fall into traps and things like that, then yeah, okay, it happens. Um, Not very often. If I get 75% and above, I don't always put a lot of stock in the in what the engines say, because there's just some moves that to me, maybe I can't see them because I am somewhat low rated, um, but there are moves that are what sometimes I've been at like 89% losing, and that's because half the moves I made I was forced to make. They But anyway, so we get back to that, and so Chad just starts calling him out a little bit more, and I'm like, all right, dude, like this is pretty suspicious and all that. And after about the fourth or fifth game, I banned him from chat, And he sends me this message, just tirade, you know, uh, swearing, calling me everything under the sun. You know, you effing loser. You busting out the C word, which in North America is a little harsher than Europe. I think he was from Singapore, um, or Europe and Asia, I guess. Use it a bit more liberally than they do here. Old man, loner, like he just went off about it and everything. So I did report him. He actually, when you look at his bullet games, he was still like 1700, and his bullet games were fine, and he had wins and losses. But for whatever reason, for Rapid, everything 99% and above. I guess because he's a good player, but when he gets more time to think or not to think, more time so he can look up the moves, I guess that's what he did. So he got banned. So the other day, the guy comes in and we're playing. He's 1850. I have a bunch of 1816 to 2200s in my chat. That's fine. Yeah, let's play. And we're playing. And I mean, this game I have up on the screen here was my best game. We played 5 games. And you know, you go through the moves and everything is fine. I ended up playing the Evans Gambit, which I'm just sort of learning. But it looked like he sort of he knew what he was doing. I'm like, okay, he's 1800. And part of the reason I'll play the Evans Gambit or other gambits against higher rated players is to see how to refute them for when I play. Because I always go back and look at my games whenever possible. And you'll see I clearly make some mistakes, like right there. I shouldn't have taken his queen. That just gives him a chance to develop and get ready to castle. Like, it wasn't a good move. And that's fine. Live and learn, right? And we'll go through it, but then, yeah, that was also not good. I think my thought was I was just gonna, if he comes down, or even if he castles, I take pawn takes, and now we've opened up the G file here, but by doing that, I also left my pawn. Well, my pawn was unguarded anyway. That's why this needed to go up, or maybe even, yeah, that's why pawn needed to go either pawn F3, or maybe, that's probably the best move actually, because I look at rook E1, and now that pins the pawn to, sorry, excuse me, pins the pawn to the rook if I ever want to get him going, even though he's protected. So anyway. Yeah, so that was my first mistake. But you can see where my position is starting to fall apart. Now, we get going. Things are actually, I'm doing okay. Coming up, I'm pretty sure there's a mistake I make. That's an okay one, but I think I gave up a pawn by doing that. No, we're still just down that piece. But I started to get in trouble. Like, I knew I was sort of in trouble here, and I didn't make the right moves, and that's all. That's all fine. Yeah, that was. I'm surprised that this is just considered an inaccuracy, because right here I'm just like, hey, go ahead and fork my rooks, and the game was basically over from there. But then I go back, and so when it's all over, I go back and look at, and checkmating with a pawn is pretty fun. I've done that like once or twice. So we go back and look at the game, and it was this one here. Yeah, I got a bunch of... So this is a list of all of his games, by the way. We went back and looked at afterwards. So this is the game. He was at 99.2%. And I was like, damn, well done. And then we play again, and yeah, you're going to see some pretty bad percentages out of me, because some games I just blundered, and then I think it was on this game here where I made a really bad move and I tilted, and it just got worse and worse. But look at his percentages. 99, 98.9, 99, 99.3, 99.3, 99.6. So that's not against me. But he, all of we go scrolling down, look at all of his games. Everything is, 97. His games against me, the lowest game was 98.9. All of his games. Look at this. This one here, I'm not sure what happened. I think, I don't even know. How did he play against a 632? So he's playing against people. 632. I don't even know how he did that. But these are all the games he has. And so it was funny because I went into another person's Twitch channel and mentioned it to the streamer. And someone in chat said, "Is his name Hikaru N1?" And yes, so other streamers knew about him because when we asked him about it, we said, "Why are you only 1850? How are you only 1850?" And he said it's because all he does is play unrated games against streamers. That's what he likes to do. And I right away, I'm like, bullshit. If you're this good getting in the 90 percentile, you want to get as high as you can. You should be playing 2400 and above if you're getting that high. And so it turned out he got banned. Now, so he tried to, like I said, he tried to come back into my stream. I banned him. All the, this was like not a good game, but just everything when you, I mean, I guess, 99. I guess in a way because I started to mess with some different, the Carcon. I like to do the Carcon. So when I'm playing against high-rated players, I actually like to, we're booked here for first 7 moves. And there's the first mistake, which I know it's queen out and knight and castle long. That's the way that Levy likes to teach it anyway. But yeah, now I've messed up that side. Even though I thought I was castling long. Why did I go there? Even though it's the best move. Interesting. Like, yeah, we'll keep playing and then I'll keep learning and I'll play the moves that I generally tend to like doing and I'll just see how to get out of it. Well, I mean, we checkmate. Yeah, I got rocked on that game. And some would say it's because of my bad moves like the first guy did, and they were just so obvious because I was screwing up, but not that badly. Not when I'm playing 70% and he's at 99. Anyway, I don't understand it. Does anyone know what is the point of cheating? To make yourself feel good. You just beat a guy who is 1200 with an engine. Like, way to go. I don't understand it. But I will keep calling them out. I've decided, like, at first I was kind of, I'm being the nice, small streamer, trying to keep people, you want your followers to go up and you want to keep people engaged and playing in the stream, but I'm not going to call them out anymore. And I'm going to record this here. It is closed for fair play. I don't know. I don't understand it. Does it, like, anyone comment below? Why would they do it? To me, it's just ridiculous. I'm going to have some, I'm going to start playing some games more and analyzing and then doing that on stream. And then I can hopefully get people to comment on what I could have done better. Obviously I've got the engine, but I do like the interaction better. But anyway, till next time. That is it, and hopefully we can hopefully these people will just, I don't know, it baffles me. We're not playing for money, and people cheat in poker all the time. They have people that they play with and set up play with friends, and they text, "I've got ace king, blah blah blah." Why you're not playing for money here. Anyway, till next time, guys. As I continue to try and discover and put more content up, hopefully we will you can subscribe. Please comment below anything that you want to see. And yeah, till next time. Thank you.